You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to the live stream. I'm sorry for the delay. I had a problem with my internet connection. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's start. I can say we have one of the most important weekly close of all this year, I think. It's not good for Bitcoin. I need to say it. Let me explain. And I'm gonna start with weekly chart. Okay. Weekly chart is set, okay, between 43 and 42, and Bitcoin close actually below the MA21. Yep, not very strong, yes, but as long as below the MA21 and MA55, between 44 and 43, this area between 42 and 43 is gonna act as major resistance in macro time frames, as you can see here. Yes. Now, the question is, 42 is gonna be like the last level. I am looking for longs. I need to be very transparent. I am in long position right now in 4-hour chart. I need to be very transparent. Just 4-hour chart. I am not in swing, nothing. I manage my risk. I closed some positions in altcoins yesterday, and I took some losses, actually 2 losses. A long time I didn't take, but it's totally fine. I cannot complain because mostly all the altcoins and the projection 1 month ago, everything was very good. But as I said before, traders, we cannot win all time, right? Especially real traders. I mean, that means like in my live stream, you will see sometimes taking losses. It's normal. So I closed my position from Bitcoin. I was holding for almost 1 month from $38,000, and I closed last night actually around $43,000. When I saw this death cat bounce in 4-hour chart, I closed my position there. So what is next? Well, the best thing I can say for Bitcoin is being sideways between 42 and 44. Any close, I will say 12-hour will do the job. Any close below $42,000, maybe 4-hour chart, if you are aggressive, will do the job, and you will see finally the full rejection all the way to $38,000. Now, let's talk about the weekly chart. Well, as you can see here, Bitcoin, the close was not very bad, but not the best. Closing below MA55 around $42,700, and also closing below the MA21 of 44. This is potentially, of course, let me be very clear. The probabilities to the downside are higher right now. I cannot change the trend. I cannot say, okay, Bitcoin into zero. Of course, not yet. But this is very simple. Any close below 42, well, game over for this structure, and you will see full rejection, and eventually Bitcoin is gonna break 38. Why? Because something very important is happening right now with the volatility in one-day chart. Okay, so now I am in long position, as I said before, just trading 4-hour chart. I am not expecting a full reversal here. It's a long. I mean, Bitcoin must be in sideways all this week to see this reversal. So that means Bitcoin, I am around here, around $42,200 here. Yeah. So I am here actually. I am ready to take a loss around 41,500, 600, around this area. Any close below this in 4-hour chart, you will see full breakdown all the way down to 37. And also you will not see, maybe you will see a bounce here, but in the long term, you will see all the way down this structure breaking, because, well, let me now explain the one-day chart. One-day chart is very concerning. Why? Because Bitcoin is, well, this rejection in MA55, I mean, so from MA55 here is not the best, but as I said before, I cannot change the trend of Bitcoin because it's just inside was a little bit here. No, I need to see a full break. So you see Bitcoin breaking this level like strong, like here. Yes, this bounce is your continuation of downtrend and continuation to the downside. Okay, so the best thing can do Bitcoin right now this week is sideways. Sideways is the most healthy thing you can see for Bitcoin, and many altcoins, they will just keep crashing. Yeah. So now I am still holding. This could be my last long position. I mean, in futures. Because if any close here below 42, well, you will see this setup playing right now. So now, one of the biggest warning I can tell you right now is the volatility. Volatility is super low at this level. every time, you know my way of trading, every time when I am looking for the next 10,000, the next 15,000 move to the upside or downside, every time in 1-day chart is when you see the blue cloud. Blue clouds are the most important here in volatility. That means the volatility is contracting. Okay, so when we saw this volatility here, when I saw Bitcoin going up but the volatility contracting here, I said maybe 1 week ago, I said we need to be careful because this is not the move we are looking for. I want to see volatility expanding, following the price. Okay, but in this case it's opposite. That means the real move is not this one. Actually, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's something else. Okay, now let me tell you something. In this week, we are gonna see one of the most important tests for me, according to my system. We are gonna see WB testing the MI55 here. Any rejection from here, of course, I am not expecting a full breakdown. No, but the next test, this one, you will see you major short emerging around there. So that means, for example, let me explain. Bitcoin breaking this level, bouncing here, and here around this area, you will see potentially the OBB testing the MI55 in 1-day chart, and from here I will say this is a big short, actually. Yeah, continuation to the downside. Now, let me explain something else. As I said before, we need to see the close below 42. That means, because I am telling you this right now, that you are gonna short right now? Of course not. You need to wait, follow the rules and wait, because you are not gonna short here. I saw, well, no, that is other thing. Maybe I'm gonna discuss this in my group. But okay, so now let's talk about the 2-day chart. 2-day chart fires something very concerning here. Sell signal and range confirmation we have last night, and also is closing actually rejected by the MI21 and MI55 together. And the last level to see is 42. As you can see, any close below 42, game over for Bitcoin. 3-day chart, that is more clear. This is more clear for me right now. We have a potential sell signal, so that means this week, if we see Bitcoin closing below 42, we are gonna see sell signal in 3-day chart, and this is gonna be destructive. Why? Because you will see the cascade system working. 1-day chart, 2-day chart, 3-day chart, and the last one is gonna be 5-day chart, and you will see Bitcoin actually breaking continuation. This is just gonna be a massive bull trap. And in the highs, actually, well, I mean, in these structures, you will see something like this. And eventually, you will see a bounce from here, yes, but continuation to the downside. And you will see this is going to be the continuation in weekly chart downtrend, actually. Now, let me explain the 5-day chart. 5-day chart, very clear, very good rejection from MI21 and MI55. And the close is not the best. As I said before, if you are going to be bullish, you want to be bullish, you need to see Bitcoin about 44 this week, 43, 44 this week. And yes, we are going to say, oh yeah, to the moon, right? But this is not constructive. To be fair, we still have the slope positive here, but any close below 42 this week, on the next 5 days, I mean this week, we are going to see the resolution to the downside. Now, I am not bearish, guys, I am defensive. That is the correct word. I am defensive. Okay, defensive in the markets. The same thing I said in January, February. You must be defensive in the market. We are not in the same bull market as you are thinking. Maybe like last year or something like that. So, actually, as I said before, I will explain one more time my expectations for the macro time frame. You can watch my video of my prediction, right? Yeah, actually, that's why it's like a prediction, because it was a meme for me. In 2022, in my main page of my channel, in October, November, I said I am expecting Bitcoin around $14,000, mid-20s, $14,000 this year. And why? Is because based on the monthly. Let's talk about the macro time frames. Okay, so we are I am not using LOA theory as a main system, but in macro time frames actually they work very good. So let me do the count, because I can see some people, they are asking as well again. So for me, is this like the five waves to the upside? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here we are in ABC correction, A and B and see. Now, the question is here, I said in long time ago, this is a bounce, right? This is a bounce. The question is $47,000 is gonna be the area, 48 or 55, 56. Okay, as long Bitcoin is not breaking the previous high, I mean in November 2021, this is the setup I am looking for Bitcoin all this year, and the reason is because monthly by monthly, 3 months, 6 months, they are not good for Bitcoin. For first time in the history, in monthly chart, we have various divergences in all the history of Bitcoin, but people, they want to see just 4-hour chart. That is the problem. You are looking just for 4-hour chart and 1-hour chart. Well, I mean, you are a short-term trader, yes, of course, no problem. But you're an investor, I think this is the best area you will sell for a long time Bitcoin. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm expecting Bitcoin is gonna hit maybe 100k, 150k, maybe yes, in a couple years. But in my personal opinion, I need to see real blood in the streets first. I want to see something like that in 2017, 2018. I want to see something like 2020. I want to see all the newbies from all this market cycle, 2020, 2021, destroy it, all of them. After that, I see the media saying Bitcoin crash 50, 60%. You will see maybe here I want to be bullish, macro bullish, okay? But not yet, actually. Now, this is the count I am looking for right now. This is very simple. Actually, this setup is now very simple, very easy to read. This week, any close, the confirmation. Now we have the pullback. This is the pullback, yes, but we will have the confirmation breaking 42. 1 day chart maximum. I think one day candle closing below 42. Yes, you will see full rejection to $37,000, and in the long term you will see mid-20s. Mid-20s is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking. Okay, but as I said before, confirmation first. Okay, confirmation first. That is the most important thing I am doing right now. Today we have confirmation, of course not yet, it's very bad, yes, but we don't have confirmation. Now if you're looking for buy signal right now or buying now, you have to wait. I mean, there is no buy signal right now in 1 day chart. Okay, the only thing I know right now based on my indicators is the next $10,000, $15,000 is coming, maybe this month, maybe next week or this week. Second, any close below 42, the next 10,000 move is gonna be, well, to the downside. So 10,000 move from 42 is around $32,000. For me, make sense, totally sense. Why? Because all the people who are in $38,000 around here, they are thinking they catch the bottom, right? So market makers, they know this, and they need to kill all the people from here from this area. That's why I close my position around this area, because based on my experience, that is something that it could happen, and actually it happened to me many times in the past. So that's why I decided to just protect lock my profits, and of course I recover some losses, right, I have in the process. Now, what is going to happen with altcoins? Well, first of all, you are new, because I read some comments in the YouTube channel. Bitcoin is the king in the market. If Bitcoin crash, 90% all the market will crash. Okay, so if you are planning to enter in alts, I want to share my rule, the most important rule I have for altcoins. I will never buy altcoins if I don't see a healthy Bitcoin. Here in this area, especially in the investor channel, here I said I am buying altcoins, I am buying Bitcoin right now. The projection was from this area to this area, right? Perfect. We are expecting the pullback. Perfect. The plan is perfect right now. Now, the most important thing right now is waiting for confirmations. Not because I see this level testing right now, I'm gonna buy here. Of course not. I need to wait for sideways here, at least all this week, see the buy signal here, and after that, yes, we can start buying altcoins, whatever, or Bitcoin, whatever, because the technical analysis to the upside, right? But we need to wait for confirmations. Kevin, you are right, actually. That is very bad, actually. One moment, let me explain. Because actually, I can see more warnings right now, more like warning signals than bullish signals right now. Uh, let me explain. Uh, 5-day chart is something like, oh my god, it's bad. It's bad. This is a rejection from 5-day chart. Okay, this is a rejection from the MI55. As I said like 2 weeks ago, I need to see this crossing here, not like golden cross, of course, not just is a good indication like the volume is coming to the markets, and this is a rejection. And the most concerning thing here right now in weekly chart, we have the choppiness index fire this weekend. You don't know what is choppiness index? Well, we are here, right? We are here for studying, right? So choppiness index. I'm gonna share one of my indicators. It's an optional indicator, but it's very powerful. Let me do this in a clean chart here, because I think this is very important. People, they don't know, they just people use MACD, right, and the RSI. There are many indicators you can use. Choppiness index. What is choppiness index? Well, this indicator will tell you when the market is in sideways or is ready for trending. Historically speaking, when you see weekly chart here, the macro moves on weekly chart, you will see when the choppiness index is below between 30 and 25 here, here, and here, or when it's above 61, 62. When it's in this area, you will see the next 20,000, the next, actually, sorry, the next 40-50% move in macro time frames for Bitcoin. So if we study a little bit here, what happened? Well, let me show you. For example, in 2017, I remember exactly that day. I remember, yeah, around Christmas. Bitcoin was here, and after that, the choppiness index was at 22. What happened after that? Well, let me tell you something. As long the choppiness index is below 50, around this area, that means the market is trending very hard in macro time frames. Okay, so this area, when it was tested, that means the move, the next move in macro time, I mean the next 3 or 4 months, you will see a very massive, very significant moves in the macro time frames. Look at this, from $20,000 crash all the way down to $5,000. And after that, the choppiness index was expanding here, and when you see this level tested again here, the 62, around 62, 63, you will see other move to the upside. And you maybe it's not big. No, actually they are very big. 64, 45, other point here, other one here is 55. And from this point in the lows here, from here is around 200. From the highs here, from this point and this point around here is 44, 42. As you can see, I think you got the point, right? Every time when you see the choppiness index in the extremes, could be the bottom or the top, that is your signal, your major signal that the market is getting ready for a very significant move. To the downside, 40-50%. To the upside, maybe 200, who knows. But let me show you here. Bitcoin in 2020, yeah, with the crash of the Corona, well, was testing here this area, and from there, well, you see, as long as below the 50 level, the market is turning very hard. This area. That's why Bitcoin was moving so hard here, because it was trending below the level 50. Okay. Now, when you see the choppiness index showing the extreme levels, well, maybe potentially you will find sideways in that level. Let me show you here. You choppiness index reach this level, and after a sideways here, and again when you see the next extreme here, the next point here, well, what happened? Massive move to the downside from $60,000 to $30,000, and so on, right? This level, major down, right? And now look at this. Bitcoin is in the highest point, even higher than in the level in April 2021. So you can imply, you can think, okay, if Bitcoin is even higher than the choppiness is even higher than the 2021 April, that means whatever is going to happen here, you will see a very significant move in macro timeframes. Okay, a very significant move, and that is my concern, because if you see Bitcoin breaking 42, $37,000 will not hold, and maybe $30,000 maybe yes, but in general, the next move you can expect for Bitcoin here in the next 3 months, my God, it's gonna be very, for me it's gonna be very good, because I mean I love shorting. Actually, I feel very comfortable shorting the market. But many people will cry. That's why it's very important. $42,000 is very, very important right now. Bitcoin cannot break this level. One day candle closing below there, you will see 38, and you will see the choppiness index expanding, or in this case contracting here. I mean to the downside here, yes. And if this level breaks, the 50 level breaks, you will see a lot of volatility here. So just be ready. Just be ready. As I said, if you are a trader, you must be happy, because we want volatility, right? When in this, yes, you are right. Actually, I mean, let me tell you something, my friend. Choppiness index. The only thing, in my experience, you should care is just the extremes here and here and here. That's it. Here is just noise. Okay, so the only thing I care about the choppiness index is the extremes. So if, for example, I know here in April, in May, we have a bullish divergences here, and the choppiness index was in the highest point. Well, the probabilities are to the upside, so you can expect an expansion phase, maybe $20,000-$30,000 in the next 2-3 months. And after that, what happened? Well, you see. Now we have various divergences here. Remember in October, November, when I said, hey, we have various divergences. Very, 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 very careful. Careful. Be careful. Okay. So here we have the choppiness index in the lowest point, historically speaking, around 30 to between 30 and 25. You can see here this area. Now what happened? Bear divergences here. We know we have various divergences here. We have the choppiness index in the lowest point. Well, you can expect other $20,000-$30,000 move. Now we are in the extremes right now again. Bitcoin getting rejected from $47,000, 48. Remember, I said a long time ago, $48,000 is a key level for me. Since not now. I mean, September, October, November last year, I was saying $47,000, $47,000. This is the key level I am looking for. Of course, I am a little bit disappointed, because I was expecting at least 52, 56 was my level, because I want better prices for shorting. Actually, I am looking for shorts in macro. I know people, they are thinking, okay, to the moon, right? 200, 500, 1 million, right? No, not this year, my friend, not this year. According to my system, of course, I can be totally wrong, and from here Bitcoin is just going to parabolic here, and I am wrong. No problem. I just say buy and hold. That's it. But I am following my technicals and my system of trading. So this is very clear for me. Rejection from $47,000, perfect, okay. Now 42 cannot break. Any close below here, you will see for rejection of 37, 38, and you will see the expansion in 5-day chart. If you see this expansion in choppiness index, well, game over. Now let me see. This is even more concerning right now. Here we have the choppiness index above the 60 level, getting rejected by this level around $47,000, closing below 42, same level for all of them. You will see this reaction. Let me show you here. What happened here? Well, crash here, bounce from this level around 25%, and here you can expect, regardless of the direction, you can expect maybe 25-30% of move. So that means 25 around $32,000. If Bitcoin hold this level, of course, you can expect Bitcoin 55, 56. Now, as I said before, just today, I need to follow the rules. because I am following my own rules, right? Because for trading we have to follow rules. We are disciplined traders, right? So as long Bitcoin is holding $42,000, not today, all the week. Let me be clear, all the week, all this week. This is a pullback if Bitcoin entering sideways here and is holding this area for all this week. All this week. Any close below this level, 12-hour, one-day chart, one-day candle below 42, you will see the massive leg down I am talking about here. So, but I am not Nostradamus. I cannot see the future. I am not an Avenger. I cannot see the future. So my job is projecting the price here. So here, I will not sell anything. For me, it's looking for longs here. As long Bitcoin is holding this area, and I see a buy signal in my system, of course. The question is, now we have buy signal? Of course not. So the buying right now? Of course not. Okay, so you have to wait. Just go play with your dogs. I don't know, watch Netflix, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you're gonna do. Wait maybe 2-3 days and after come back to the markets and see, okay, it's holding $42,000. Perfect. Okay, so we have buy signal. Perfect. Okay, so we have a signal. Okay, that's it. So if the worst scenario here is Bitcoin breaking 42, you have to wait maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe 4. Let's say, okay, other opportunity to enter to buy cheaper maybe. Now let's talk about the it's 11. Let me see. Maybe it doesn't make sense to talk about this, but okay. The monthly is 2 weeks. 2 weeks left here. Let me show you here. According to the price action, I mean without indicators, because sometimes I like to do this, just removing all indicators here, and I don't want to see. I want to see just the price action here, because sometimes I mean in my case, I've been watching charts every day for more than 7 years, so I feel like I don't need indicators for trading anymore, but indicators are tools. Based on this price action, looks like Bitcoin is gonna test well again mid 30s, yeah, because this bounce here was not strong enough. As I said before, in April, I wanted to see a very healthy close here in the candles here above $47,000, 49, but that didn't happen. So looks like Bitcoin is gonna test around 38, 37, and eventually it's gonna break down. Now, let me show you the last thing I wanna talk about. I wanna talk about this is this one in weekly chart. Okay. There are some indicators. The logarithmic regression. Some people they build for specifically for Bitcoin. I don't know the calculations. But I don't like that kind of indicators. Why? Because Bitcoin is other asset like stock. I mean, when I'm thinking about Bitcoin, I am thinking like it's other asset. Okay, it's not a special. It's just other asset. Okay, so according to this logarithmic regression indicator, in macro timeframes, weekly chart, I'm talking. Every time when Bitcoin is in the red zone here, is for what? It's for selling, not for buying. So every time when Bitcoin is here is for selling. So every time when Bitcoin is in the blue cloud here, in this blue zone here, is for buying. So the question is, where are we right now? Where are we right now? We are in the red cloud in the long term. So I'm gonna say something like I said in January, and actually I am still thinking it's the same. We are in the massive distribution pattern right now in the highs. Okay, that is my own my personal assumption here. Of course, many traders will say no, you are wrong, no, this is accumulation. Okay, yeah, I respect it's accumulation, but let me show you something. Accumulation, yes, okay, yeah. Let's use very conventional, very simple indicators, right? RSI. Let me do it here in this. Okay, here, RSI. We have RSI. What will happen with RSI? Okay, following the rules on RSI, well, Bitcoin lose the 50 level, so that is not good. The monthly, we have various divergences in progress, as you can see here. We have these various divergences here, this point and this point. And historically speaking, Bitcoin is always testing the 50 level. As long Bitcoin is testing, this test is going to be very important. So that means after maybe 20-30% less, a crash from here. And I am not financial advisor, guys, but if you see this and any move below 50 level in the RSI, I will say there's the lifetime opportunity to buy Bitcoin in the long term, as investor, okay? So every time when Bitcoin is below 50 level in monthly, you have technically your low here. For example, this area, and here. So I don't know the price of Bitcoin right now here. I cannot tell you exactly, oh yeah, I'm expecting 25, 14, no. But this area below $30,000, below $30,000, it could be the area. It could be the area we are looking for in the long term. Now, we have RSI, various regions in RSI, as you can see here, for first time in the history of Bitcoin. That is very concerning. That is a thing like people, they don't talk when I watch videos or YouTubers on, they don't talk about these kind of things. You can see the RSI, you can use the MACD and you will see the same thing here. Various divergences in this point and this point, yeah. So you have from this high and this high. OBB has the classic OBB. You have various divergences in monthly, as you can see here. Let me show you here. You have from this high and this one, you have 1, 2, 3. I think even with volume, very classic indicators, you can see the same thing here. Look at this. We have from this point, this is very bad. The volume, the classic volume, I use this when I don't have more information. We have from this point and it's below 0, so there is nothing here. So the only thing I'm trying to say, guys, is the same thing I said in November, in December, in January, and February, okay? This year, 2022, is not... I am not expecting new highs. I am not expecting 100K. I am expecting no. I am expecting the best scenario sideways, the worst scenario a breakdown like we saw in 2017 and 2018. Now let's talk about the charts again. Okay, so following this, and actually this one is very good. Look at this. The middle of the line here is where at 42. You see, $42,000 is the level I am looking for right now. 42. You see, many things are, the confluence is there. Okay, so and where is the bottom of the band? Well, $30,000. Thinking about the volatility, 20-25% crash. When the let me think. Let me 1 moment. Okay, when 1 day chart we have the volatility like that, you can expect between 10,000 to 15,000 move the next 2-3 weeks. So if Bitcoin breaks 42, if Bitcoin breaks 42 and you see the volatility expanding in 1 day chart, you can expect 10,000, 15,000. Okay, from 40 to 42, 10,000 move is around 32. 15,000 move is around 25, 28. So as you can see here, the levels are very clear. I was expecting 56, 57 because I was expecting Bitcoin testing this area. This area, you see the top of the band here, but that didn't happen. Now let's talk about something else. Let me show you here the charts. Okay, 1 moment. Here, okay, we have the moving average here. Okay, so let me show you here. We have one thing here is very important. In the contrarian indicator for Bitcoin, USDT and Bitcoin, last week fired a sell signal. As you can see here, this indicator is not the best, but actually it's very powerful. Look at this. We have buy signal here. I saw like I think in March, yes. After that we saw this rally, right? Perfect. And now we have sell signal here. According to this indicator, we are in short. I mean, around 40, 45. I was not short in the market because I am following this pullback, right? So, but look at this. This is very clear. That means the USDT dominance is strong, very, very strong. Okay, so every time when we see that kind of things, you can expect or sideways or falling. Okay, so last time when we saw these kind of things, well, Bitcoin was around in February here, and for more than 2 months was in sideways, just playing here the range, and as you can see, big moves from 47, 44 to 37. Now we have here sell signal in the highs here around $46,000. So bad. The last time when I saw this, I mean this setup here was in 2021 November, and when I saw this sell signal, well, that time I didn't create this indicator, but when I saw USDT dominance strong, I was getting ready for shorts. Okay, so let's continue with one of the most powerful charts I saw this weekend. Let's continue with one of the most powerful charts, and I am very bullish in macro timeframes. Let me show you is the USDT dominance. Okay, that is the problem. I am very bullish on this. I'm very, very bullish, and that is the big problem for Bitcoin right now. Okay, let me explain. Let me show you the moving average here. Yes, okay. This asset, the speculation always is gonna be like this, right? MA55 breaking here, testing MA55 here, and always I'm gonna speculate to the downside, right? That is always my speculation, always, because I cannot predict the future, right? But when you see the asset is holding here in sideways here for more than 1 week or 2 weeks in 1-day chart, is a very bad sign. Why? Because that means this is other short-term accumulation, and then you can expect other leg up, and you will see 4.60. Now, that is in 1-day chart, okay? Now, let me see the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is in uptrend here, and as you can see here, where the variance, we have various variances here, yes, but well, the most important thing right now is the 4-hour chart, is the macro time frames. Let me show you. 1-day chart, buy signal, 2-day chart, buy signal, and above the ME55, I'm above ME21, not good. And here is the moment I was waiting for. This, what is this, guys? This is a bear trap, right? This is the thing I was looking for Bitcoin. This is the thing. This is the example. This is the thing I was looking for Bitcoin. You see, breaking the 55 sideways here and the pullback. This is the chart for Bitcoin, but it's not happening. But it's happening for USDT. This is the pullback. You see, testing here, breaking, and continuation to the upside. That is the problem. Now, the close was impressive. Closing about the ME55, testing the ME21, and now continuation. Why? Because, well, we have buy signal here in 3-day chart. So in general, this is not great. And let me show you the 5-day chart. Very, very beautiful bounce here, testing the ME55, continuation to the upside. So that means Bitcoin is gonna drop. That means my conclusion is Bitcoin is gonna drop. Now here, remember I said, hey guys, if you see the zero line here tested in the curl or a squeeze, and this asset is not breaking the MA55, what is gonna happen? Well, you will see outer leg up to the upside. Now, technically speaking, we have bullish divergence in OBB, not yet, but we have some hidden bullish divergences here, and the most important thing here, we have the choppiness index fire. So that means they are in the extreme. So that means this asset is gonna start expanding. Now, close for this asset. Nasty for Bitcoin, not for this asset. You see, this is, I said, pullback here, and after that, continuation to the upside. Remember, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I was expecting to see this, but not this month, not too soon. I was having fun in long position and just buying some alts. Last time when I bought alts was in November 2021. I bought some in February, March, and I closed everything last week. If this asset is gonna do something like this, that is my expectation in the long term, you will see all the altcoins just crashing. Of course, not today because we need to see confirmation. Please don't get. If I am saying this Bitcoin is, I'm expecting it's gonna crash. I'm not saying it's gonna happen today. You need to see confirmations, okay? Confirmations, and please manage your risk, okay? Okay. So as you can see here, this is very healthy, very bullish, very bad for Bitcoin. And also the last chart I want to show you here is the monthly. Don't forget about this. Monthly is bullish and we have ADX positive, and this the momentum is to the upside. So this is like this. Pull back here, perfect, and to the moon. And you know what does that mean for Bitcoin? Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Now Bitcoin is bouncing a little bit, yes. 4 hour here, yes. Now I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna explain something here. I have a demo account here for, well, not me, not mine. Well, it's gonna be mine today. The idea is very simple. It's for very educational purposes here in that account for trading with very small positions. I'm gonna start. Start trading with that account. I'm gonna show the positions here, and also one thing, this account is in red, it's in underwater. I mean, it's around more than 50% loss, $1,000 I think. Now it's around 450, 500, something like that. The reason is because I want to show you, of course, in the long term, how you can recover your losses, because it's a process. It's not something like, okay, I lost 50% of my account, I'm going to 50x and I'm gonna recover everything in using one trade. If you are gonna do that kind of things, or you did it, well, you will lose everything. Okay, so this is gonna be a process, but I think it's a good idea if I take one of these accounts like this underwater, very small amounts, of course, very small, just for educational purposes here, and little by little this year you will see trade by trade how I am recovering this account from the red to the positive, at least even. That is the goal. Okay, but I'm gonna do this for training, for educational purposes here, and actually I'm gonna start maybe in the next setup I see for Bitcoin. I need to see that indicator, that account, because someone of my friends is using that account, and I'm afraid my friend is very good trader, right? Yeah, of course. Hello, you're watching this live stream. Duncan Matt, please, my friend. I will not say your name, don't worry. So, okay, so let's continue with Bitcoin, okay? So altcoins, actually, altcoins. I finished my technicals for Bitcoin. Short term, well, very short term, very short term. The time is almost over for Bitcoin. As you can see here, when you see testing the zero line here, we have bullish divergences, yes, but you see Bitcoin even below, still below $42,000, 42,700, around there, 600. You will see invalidation, because the next sell signal in 4-hour chart, you will see potentially the $42,000 breaking, something like this. Okay, this is just continuation. This is a 4-hour chart, is continuation. Every time when it's testing the MA21, breaking, MA21 breaking, MA21 breaking, and it's gonna be like that as long as Bitcoin is in downtrend, actually, in 4-hour chart, and it's gonna reverse. The 1-day chart is very close to reverse. Now we have bullish divergences in the weekend, yes. Well, we have the move, right? So from this area to this area, and that's it. I was expecting a higher move, but no. Let me see the 12-hour chart for Bitcoin. 12-hour chart, the ADX is still positive, very bad. As long as the ADX is positive, I am not expecting a major move to the upside. Also, the OBV in is below zero line here. We don't have bullish divergences here, so very bad. Bitcoin, as I said before, is gonna maybe test today and tomorrow is gonna test this level. Any close below 42, you will see the exponential breaking here, and you will see more downside. Also, let me be clear, we don't have buy signal right now here. The good news here is the momentum to the downside is not very strong in 1-day chart. The concerning thing here is you see the ADX getting positive here and Bitcoin breaking 42. You see something like this, be ready for your next 10,000 move. And actually, maybe I'm going to start shorting the market again. Okay, so let's continue with altcoins. I hope I'm trying to improve my live streams. I'm trying to be more clear with my technical analysis, because some people in the comments they are saying, "Oh no, your technical analysis is very bad." Okay, yeah, very bad. Yeah, here, when Bitcoin was here, the speculation here was from this level, and when I said here, the speculation was range or falling. What happened with that? Where is the error here? Because I am swing trader. I am trading 1-day chart. Okay, 1-day chart. This is the chart I'm looking for always. If I am trading 4-hour chart, is because, well, some people, many people, they like to trade short-term time frames. But in my case, I feel very comfortable just trading 1-day chart. Okay, so let's continue with altcoins. I will start looking for a weekly chart and also 1-day chart for altcoins. Okay, so first of all, let's start with total 2. That is the in overall we can see in the big picture what is happening right now. Okay, key levels breaking right now, not yet. We still have in this level. As long as holding MA55 here, totally fine. The problem here is like, well, pay attention. Today we are gonna see the test to the MA55 here as well. Bitcoin and total market, all the altcoins market cap, they will test here. And one concerning thing here is we have here the Chopin's index, 1, 2, 3, 4 points here. So that means the next move is gonna be strong. Any break to this level in the midterm, actually in the next 2 weeks, I'm expecting other test to the lowest point here, and eventually I'm expecting Bitcoin is gonna break this, and you will see your favorite altcoin to zero. Okay, so let's continue. Let me see the weekly chart, the close. Breaking the mid-21. Yes, looks like. Let me see. We still have buy signal here. I mean, the time is very important. You see the curve and for Bitcoin and the total market cap testing the zero line here, maybe by the end of this month, and Bitcoin is below 44, 45, and also this one asset is below 1.20. If you see this month Bitcoin below that level, you will see the next buy signal in weekly chart emerging in May, and you will see finally Bitcoin to zero, right? And altcoins. Okay, so let's continue with Cardano. Cardano weekly chart. Well, yeah, right. Cardano testing the key level, the strongest level in weekly chart here, and to the moon, right? To the moon and to $20, $30, right? Yeah. Well, this is very simple. This technical analysis is very simple, actually. As you can see here, altcoins that still have time, Bitcoin as well. Let me show you quickly Bitcoin the weekly here. We have time. If you see Bitcoin is not breaking it's not breaking 44, and it's testing the zero line. Careful, very, 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 very careful. This sell signal here is gonna be destructive. Okay. Okay, so for Cardano, where is Cardano? Yeah, Cardano. I said $1 is the strongest. It's gonna be the strongest area of supply, and this is just like this, right? Okay. Now, the best thing can do Cardano and many altcoins is just maybe testing this low, but as long as it's holding here, maybe sideways here for maybe a couple months. And after that, some accumulation, and you can see some more upside. Okay, so but for now looks like in weekly chart is gonna test 0.85 again. Let me see the 1-day chart here. One day chart, we have a zero line here crossing here, and looks like yeah, sideways. Sideways is the best, as Bitcoin is the best. We need to wait. There is no entry right now for altcoins. 2 day chart breaking the 55 20, sell signal into the chart. Oh my god. 3 day chart, next close below $1, you will see sell signal here. 5 day chart, very clear rejection. It's not looking great. Sorry guys, I am not bullish anymore for Cardano. Okay, so let's continue with some altcoins. The next one I want to check is Solana. Solana is something like I was looking for here. It's still respecting the level here, but the problem is the time. The time is very important. As you can see here, Otter all this week, it used any close below 110, full rejection all the way down to 90, and potential bounce here. But in general, the volume, when you see the dark blue, something like this, is that means the uptrend or the healthy uptrend in altcoin and this asset, for example, is almost finishing. So let's continue with Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum is something I want to see. Ethereum, maybe Ethereum is doing something very interesting right now. Same as Bitcoin, testing this level. The best thing can do Ethereum is same as Bitcoin, holding this level for 1 week, all this week, guys, all this week. If we don't see Ethereum and Bitcoin breaking 42, and in this case $30,000, yes, you can expect a pullback. Yeah, this is just a pullback, but we have to wait. Something like this, right? Something like this. And this asset just doing something like this, sideways here, and after that, yes, the pullback. The bad news for Ethereum, well, MA55 broken right now. We need to have the confirmation today. That means maybe Ethereum is going to be the first one to start moving. We need to pay attention of this. Okay, so let's continue with other coins. I want to check BNB. BNB is one of the coins I want to check here. BNB, same test in the MA55 here. Today we are going to see the test for the MA55 here in OBB. Any close below 410, 415, this area, you will see full reaction to 3,390. You see this break, well, potential bounce here. Of course, I am expecting Bitcoin and many altcoins will bounce from here, because people say, oh, buy the bottom, right? But this bounce is gonna be just the continuation for a downtrend. Okay, so let's continue with, I think, Mana. Okay, let's talk about Mana and weekly chart. Weekly chart, okay. Weekly chart still is good. I mean, I cannot change the trend here. This is still holding the level. Mana can come all the way. I mean, looks like this week you are gonna see a test around $1 with 20 cents, 90 cents, sorry, around here. But as long as this area is holding, and we have buy signal right now here, yes. I do think I can tell you is like this. Invalidations is simple. Breaking $2, this area, breaking here, you will see all the way down to $1. Okay. So what today is like this. Now let's talk about Luna. Luna is very important. I was looking for a short. I missed the positions. Okay, weekly chart is still good. ADX still good. Here. Bear divergences, remember I said last week. Okay, now the target hit, perfect. The MA55 tested. Now the question is it going to hold or not? If this is any close below, actually this level, 85, 86, 87, full retrace all the way down to 65. But the trend is my friend, so I cannot change the trend, same as Bitcoin. I need to see first this level breaking, so this is like this. As long as this area is holding, of course, the question is, are you gonna buy here? Of course not. I mean, not me. I have to wait. I need to wait for all this week to see something like this, and after that, yes, I can start thinking to buy. Okay. As you can see, many altcoins, they have the same setup as Bitcoin. They are following Bitcoin, and as usual. So okay. Let's talk about, looks like people want to talk about the stocks. Okay, something else about altcoins? I don't think so, right? So, for altcoins and Bitcoin, just watch Netflix. Okay, so let's talk about SP500. SP500. Okay, here. Well, the target hit, pullback from the highs here. MA55 tested. Some holding is holding here, yes. And we have to wait all this week. Same as Bitcoin, same as other markets. You have to wait for this. You see the zero line tested here, and this asset is holding the MA55. You can start thinking maybe it's gonna be the pullback, as I said before. Now, let me see to the chart. Same thing. 3-day chart. Not very good. In 3-day chart is always more clear. This is the example I want to show you here. In weekly chart, remember weekly chart for Bitcoin, right? This asset is testing the zero line here, and as you can see here, it's not breaking hard. It's just a little bit here. So the next sell signal here for this asset, and it's still here. You need to see this asset breaking this level. I mean this week. Because you see the sell signal here, MA55 is gonna break, and you will see full retrace all the way down to 4,000. Okay, so let's continue with Tesla. Okay. Time frames, 3-day chart. Just this one. Well, the target is, I mean, the technical analysis is there, my friend. Same, you see, pullback in progress. 3-day chart is still, I mean, this is still positive here, yes, but well, as you can see, this is still in the highs. I mean, in the biggest area of supply here. Of course, I will never buy here. You have to wait maybe after 2 weeks to see something like this, to see the setup play. Yeah, Tesla is gonna test MA55 around here, around 969, a minimum maybe 945. XRP, which time frame, please? Path. 79 was the most important area to hold for holding for XRP. As you can see here, it's breaking. I can change it. I cannot say it's reversing the trend. Of course not, because I need to see something like this. Something like this. Here, the next rejection here, yes, to the downside. Let me do it better because this is a mess. Here, the next pullback, the next bounce here, testing 79. Any rejection from here, you can expect continuation, and this is going to be the confirmation or downtrend. So, in 1-day chart, it's not good. Let me see here. No, the ADX is positive. Be careful because the ADX is getting positive here. So the momentum to the downside is starting here. Let me see volatility. Well, it's expanding here. So you can expect maybe 70.70 this week. Is going to be tested. Let me see to the chart if I can tell you something more. Yes, continuation to the downside. 3-day chart, continuation to the downside. 5-day chart, nasty, very nasty. I was bullish in March, around 75, 76. I entered here and I closed around 92, 90, around here. This is continuation. This is like this in 5-day chart. Let me see here. Yes, careful with XRP. XRP is gonna break down. Here, this is something I don't want to see for Bitcoin. This is the signal I am looking for. Be careful with this. This asset is gonna break down. Something like this. Something like this. Maximum level in the long term, maybe next month, 0.60, 0.659 is the target I'm looking for. Weekly chart, let me see here. Yeah, very good example, guys. This is the perfect example for Bitcoin. You see, Bitcoin and XRP testing the MA55 here, getting rejected, and time is over. The momentum, all this purple cloud, that was all the time had XRP to bounce. As you can see here, testing almost the zero line here, getting rejected. Well, you know what is next. XRP to zero, okay? Like this. Weekly chart is continuation to the downside, and my projection for XRP in the long-term macro time frames, of course, next month, maybe this month and next month, like this. Okay, simple. Of course, bounces, yes, 0.60 is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking for in weekly chart, but time is over for this and bye. I mean, you are in long position here. I am not financial advisor, guys, of course, remember, but in my case, I will just cancel everything here. No thank you, it's not with me, because this is gonna trigger what? 5-day chart sell signal. Look at this, you see, 5-day signal, so no thank you. And that is the scenario I'm looking for Bitcoin right now. Any close below 42, you will see the same setup for in 5-day chart here. Something like this, sell signal here, and weekly chart testing the zero line here. And after that, you will see maybe your mid-20s. Okay, guys, I think I finished for today. Let me see. Yes, 1 hour. Okay, recap for Bitcoin. I'm gonna start for 1-day chart. 1-day chart I think is the most important right now here. You are bullish on Bitcoin. Technically speaking, I am not bearish, of course not. For me, there are warning signs right now. Okay. Any close below 42, you will see invalidation. The original technical analysis for Bitcoin is this, like this, right? Pullback here, continuation, right? That is the original technical analysis. Okay. Invalidations breaking 42, full retrace to $38,000 here, and this is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking for the next bounce. Now, based on probabilities, Bitcoin must hold all this week this area, yes, range here, and we need to see buy signal in curve or squeeze, whatever you're using. If I don't have that conditions, I would not buy or enter in long in 4 swings. Okay, I am, as I said before, in 4-hour chart, I am in long position right now, expecting Bitcoin is gonna test around maybe 42,600, 700, and that's it. That is my trade. That's it. No more than that, because the time is almost finishing. When you see the curve testing the zero line and this asset is still here, no, I will cancel just my trade. Bye bye. Why? Because this is gonna just continuation to the downside. Okay, so careful, guys, careful. And if you're an investor, you must be happy and must be ready, because you will have a big chance. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Let me see one moment the comments, because it looks like I missed something. If I can Leo's the flash. Because I don't know. I messed up hit. But be careful with your positions. Not Tesla. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you for watching. Please manage your risks. I know. Sorry if I am saying this every day, but believe me, you have no idea how many people they are asking me what I should do. There is just one guy. I will not say the name. He's here. At $47,000 in long position. His liquidation price is around 38, because he's at 3x, something like that, 3 or 4x. He was like this. But I said, why you didn't manage your risk, right? So he's gonna get wrecked if Bitcoin. If I am right with this, he's gonna clean his account. Very expensive lesson. Very expensive. As I said before, there are very cheap. If you want to learn in the markets, there are 2 ways. It could be very expensive or very cheap. It depends. It's up to you. Okay, so be careful. Be careful and manage your risk. It's better you set your stop and you lose a little bit than $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. It's just because you are greedy. Okay, so have a nice day.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero.